Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Pandaric action as we are looking to play our second game of the season. And I am not alone today, I am with the wonderful iCamper.
Hello, hello. How is it going?
Oh, I am excited for this game, that's for sure. As we are
Oh,
already in Champ Select, so that is always nice.
yes, I am as well. Very excited indeed, and hopefully we will look at the next 2-0 for Pandaric today and can get on a nice winning streak. That will be awesome. But I think we have some enemies that have something against that, and we are interested in what we get to say today, and yeah, which hopefully will end with a 2-0 for Pandaric.
Yeah, I mean at some point it started to look like Pandaric going 2-0 is like against physics, you know, against nature's law. It's physically not possible. But it seems like it is. We've reached a breakthrough.
I mean, at the last season, like it was looking like there is not even losing was possible. It was always 1-1, and yeah, it's nice to see something else happening again. Yeah, and we can already see Ambassa on top lane, Xante for us on top lane, and Ari as well on the mid lane for us already. That's already interesting in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's two new faces on the squad. I have yet to see them play because I'm a busy man. So I'm gonna be keeping my eyes on the new guys on the squad. That's always an interesting thing to look out for.
Independent in chat already has looked upon the beautiful name of the enemy's ADC, which is Bruce Darnell.
Morgana.
Yeah, Morgana.
It's
yeah,
gonna be Morgana mid lane or support. I mean,
I would assume it to be jungle. We've seen it last match day as well in the jungle. Yeah, with the Fury, this could be a potential flex for jungle mid lane, yes, but I do believe Morgana will be jungle, Nefiri will be mid lane, but yeah, it is a little bit flexible still. But yeah, we've already locked the mid lane, so for us it shouldn't matter too much, since we kinda already know what we're up against.
yeah, but that black shield definitely is gonna be a bit annoying for the army that always likes to look for the picks, and especially with the Wukong combined there, there's a lot of pick potential.
Yeah.
Once they reach level 6, that's already something to look out for in the game. If the mid-jungle duo hits that level 6, if they can roam around the map and find themselves a couple kills and can snowball from that point onward.
I'm still no big fan from Morgana though. Like I've had this discussion with Alosram in a previous cast. Morgana has this underlying issue, in my opinion, where she either is a hit or miss, like you would expect to be a hook champion as well, like Blitzcrank or Thresh. Like if those champions miss their Qs, it's kinda tough for them. They are in a tough spot indeed. And Morgana is kind of the same. You kind of need to hold your Q the whole time to be this threat, but as soon as that spell is out and it misses, your entire power kit is basically gone, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think as well against a champion like Xante, like when you throw out your QW, it barely does any damage. Especially if you like fall behind, right, and Soap maybe has a good laning phase. That could be a problem where you just like feel kind of useless. But I guess the black shield will always be useful, and if you hit a good dark binding on the right timing, especially if like Wukong tries to jump in and you lock him down, that could be really impactful always. But yeah, I mean, it's very hit and miss, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Morgana, though, to be fair, she has a good point, and that is she's very good if you get played into, and if you are tanky enough while the enemy is doing so, because then you also have the threat of your R, which is the very strong if it goes through, right? But yeah, those are all factors that have to happen. And what I would like to see now is actually a little bit more range options for Pandaric here, because that would already eliminate the Morgana to some degree, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, they already have good frontline, they have good engage here with the Wukong and the Ahri together. I would like maybe an engage support with it as well to help the Wukong out, or maybe the start of a fight. And then a good hyper carry for Sunny is always a great thing to have, right? I mean, if you want range, something like a Caitlyn could be really good. Or an Ashe, that works as well. That's very good as well. And has the engage with the arrow, obviously. So yeah, that's always it's really nice to have that non-committal engage where you can just press R, and if you hit someone, then you can obviously go in and get the kill, and if not, then you know nothing happens. You can just sit back and
Yeah.
wait again for the next cycle, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Great pairing with Ari also. Ash very good at enabling Wukong or Xanter or stuff like that. And now we are seeing a Shaco hover. And they lock Shaco in. Okay, that's wild.
I'm getting flashbacks from last season, but then I was on our team.
Last season not, but the playoffs that went through the split. Yeah, then, yeah, we had a Shaco OTP back then. God, kinda OTP back then.
Oh, and a Vayne. Okay, we're getting spicy here, but I mean, this, I feel like their team comp is like all over the place. So
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be very, very hit or miss. Like you said, like
That's very much, yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely
like
agree.
all these champions when they fall behind, they like actually become so useless. Like yeah, it's going to be very tough for them if they fall behind. But if they get ahead, you know, a Shaco and a Naviri can be so annoying to deal with when they get ahead. But I feel like, you know, when you look at the team comp as a whole and look at something coherent, you look at the Panera composition and you're like, okay, this is like a very good coherent team composition where everyone kind of backs up their own strengths, and you don't really see that on the other side of the map, basically.
Like the enemies have the hard engage with the Nefiri and Ambessa, but will they have the tankiness though? That's the biggest
Yeah.
question, I
So
think.
I mean, in my opinion, it you have to snowball here on the charitable side because like you said, they have good engage right on the Ambessa, the Navir that can literally just jump in, the Shaco that can go invisible behind you and instantly pop you. And if you get really fat, you can snowball the game. If not, then you suddenly have to walk into a Cassante that you're not going to be able to kill quite quickly. I mean, I guess the Vayne can do it late game. You can look for like flank angles onto the carries and then hope your Vayne can carry the team fight on the back of that, causing some chaos as a Shaco. That is an angle, but if you're looking at something that's easy to execute and is consistently gonna win you games, I would much prefer the team composition from Paneric.
Mm, absolutely. But yeah, you have this weird thing in the enemy team where there's a Checo as well. Always also a hit or miss, right? There are many hit or misses in the enemy team, but I feel like they they picked enough hit or miss to make something hit, I would say.
I guess that's one way to make it work. Yeah, I mean, I think if it's not an early game like Stomp, then they really need to like cause chaos, right? Because you're very used to. I mean, I would assume you're very used to like scrimming and having these front to back team fights, like the classical League of Legends still, right? Of team
Yeah.
fighting. But when you look at their team composition, like a Shaco, like suddenly popping into your backline and popping his ult, and there's clones, and then Naviri jumps in, suddenly there's just so much chaos in your communication, and you have to make like decisions in an instant, basically, and there's just so much room for error to be created on the side of Paneric if that happens. You know, the champions on the Be Charitable side can definitely like capitalize on that, especially a Vayne. If she gets like a couple items in her back pocket and like everyone is distracted by all this chaos happening in the backline, and suddenly a dark binding hits as well, and the Ambessa is flying into the backline. This Vayne can maybe be left untouched if you're not careful enough.
Yeah, but on the other hand, if like we've already pointed out, enemy team doesn't really have a lot of survivability. If you get this one pick, I feel like their team composition kind of falls apart as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's very difficult to execute.
Yeah.
Especially
Whilst if we drop Ash, yeah, okay, that's Ash gone, but they still can't capitalize on much more, I believe at least, unless there's an like open fight. But if that happens near some structures or something, then there is no much more danger that they could enforce onto us. While on the other hand, we have Ash, we have the Ari resets, we have a Wukong, we have a Nico, we have very very much like AOE opener options which could always be a thing to pull off.
also it's going to be relatively difficult to siege on the side of Be Charitable because like You only have one, or I guess Morgana's range as well, Vayne as well. But like mostly Vayne is gonna take down the towers, right? But she's also doesn't have that much range. Morgana also doesn't
Yeah.
have that much range, I'm pretty sure. So it's going to be quite difficult, even if you get like a couple early game kills and you want the snowball. If Panarik just sits underneath the towers and farm, like what are you gonna do? Maybe you hope for some objectives, but it's going to be difficult to really snowball the game in your favor.
I think I would have actually enjoyed what I would have enjoyed more than Nico would actually been Karma, I believe. It could have oppressed the Shaco. It could have made some more work in those team fights, I believe, if you are engaged, that is. Because we already have enough offensive options with Ashe, Ahri, and Wukong, in my opinion.
I mean, honestly, I was
But yeah,
thinking someone like an Alistair could also be nice.
yeah. I don't know. Could be tough, but yeah, we will see. In we are.
I don't know what's happening to my game. There's like a.
I'm just going fast forward until max, but it seems like
There's already a first blood.
issues.
I don't know what is happening.
There are some issues with the spectator, as it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm stuck at 1 minute. Now it's working again.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems okay. It seems to be very glitchy. It seems to be like working for like 1 second and then it just freezes again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean already first blood to the Naviri, which is not optimal, and it is Naviri jungle, and it is going to be Morgana mid lane here against Yari. But already the jungle being put behind is not what we like to see, but okay. Yeah, it's just full on glitching. Is it doing the same to you?
That is...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing the same to me. It's very unfortunate, but I feel like this match or this time spectating is kind of glitched. What I will try though is I will try to exit the game once and try to get back in. Maybe then it works. We'll tell you in a bit.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, even the minimap is glitched for me. I guess we get to like watch the game in like a PowerPoint presentation, basically.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if I reload back in, I have the same issue. That is very, very unfortunate.
I mean, Riot Games, small indie company, we can't blame them, right?
No, we can't. Absolutely not.
Anyway, have you guys seen the new Exalted skin? It's great. Yeah,
is there even a new one? Like
I don't know.
I pay no attention to that.
Just I have no idea. It seems to just like every 30 seconds it just like loads back in and then it freezes. So we got to watch the game in increments of 30 seconds basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can already see Sunny looking to build up a small CS lead for himself in the bot lane. This is peak casting.
What we can do though is we can try to make predictions all the time now. What will happen next?
What will happen next? I think Sunny's CS lead will increase with 1 more. That's gonna be a prediction for the next 10 minutes.
I think Nafiri and Ambessa will try to do something on top side against Selb.
No, it's a mid jungle 2v2 maybe.
Oh, who would you favor there in that 2v2?
I mean it's very skill shot based, right? Especially for the Morgana, because if she doesn't hit her Q, she's basically useless.
Oh, she's by the way. She's
yeah. Oh yeah. In that case, I I already know who's gonna win that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Instinct is also kind of low on HP, but and not low on mana. Alright, they just went for the recall for For probably exactly that
Well,
reason.
Morgana has 1 HP, so there definitely happened something, but we can only guess what exactly happened.
Yeah, this is definitely a unique casting experience.
Very unique indeed. We hope that for the second game we will not face similar issues. But yeah, this is unfortunately how it is currently.
It looks like Soap is engaging. Did he almost get the kill? He kinda got close. We have a Shaco support now as well.
Yeah, they actually play Shaco support.
When are we bringing back the Soraka Milio?
When it's strong again.
Sorry, my bad. I should not have leaked the strats.
Oh, Shaco Blue exhaust. That's huge for Sunny and Turtle. Ocean Drake is viable as well. I always love Ocean Drake as the first dragon, right? Like it's so strong.
Yeah, but actually look at
especially in the early game.
Look at the CS lead from Sunny though. That is
Yeah, it's very big. Vayne is getting punished a
double
lot.
the CS in 5 minutes. That's crazy.
Oh, Turtle Blue heal, but yeah, Vayne low as hell, and Wukong is there. Will we maybe see a kill happening on bot lane? We will soon know in about 15 seconds when we get the next few
I mean, if they can
images of the game.
they can crush the wave already, that would be pretty good.
Yeah.
No kill. Sunny almost
invisible.
died. Had to burn both sums.
Okay, no one died. No one died.
Alright, but this is where Sunny's gonna base and he's gonna buy, I don't know, big items.
How much gold does he have? He has 1,900 gold, so what item will he go first? Kraken Slayer, so yeah, that's gonna be good component items for him, maybe also boots.
Yeah.
We are on Dragon as well, or not?
No, they are.
We got a 1-1. Soap got a kill on top. The game is working! The game is working! Oh my god!
It's not for me.
I jinxed it. I jinxed it. I jinxed
GG.
it. I thought for a second that the game is running now. But yeah. The Fury is doing the Drake. I don't like giving away that Ocean Drake. I don't like that at all.
So wait, Soap got a solo bolo in the top lane.
Yeah, Soap got a solo bolo. That's huge. I do like to see some Cassandra getting things. Instinct could be in trouble here. Ambassador's also on mid lane. They might look to crash on him. They are there with 4 members actually. Yeah, and he has no ultimate available. Yeah, they actually got 2 kills of it.
I mean, the gold is still dead even here. It's mostly because of Sunny, who is just mega farming in the bot lane at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, look at Vayne's farm. Like, she is out of the game. Like, that's insane.
800 gold lead already. Now we're getting Soap versus Wolfgang for the grubs.
Ambassador is close as well, but Sinsting could move. Morgana is on a reset. Wukong also not too far off, so that should be favorable for Pandaric here.
It seems like we didn't move in, and they got the grubbies.
They got the grubbies, yes.
But there's still one alive, so I'm guessing probably Soap just walked in and then Wolfgang's might have won and then just walked away. Yeah, this is not the stream. This is just the game.
Yeah, the game is unfortunately bugging a little bit. So we have to kinda, yeah, guess what's going on, which is unfortunately. But yeah, Sunny, I mean, look at his family. He's 41 CS up in minute 9. That's insane. And also got a kill now for himself. And the platings. Like, he's ahead 1,200 gold on this Vayne. First blood tower will also drop soon on bot lane. And I can only assume they will then walk onto the mid lane and do the same stuff there. He has his Kraken Slayer finished already. And that Vayne only has boots.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Sunny is absolutely killing it in the bot lane here.
Will they look for the dive on bot lane? I think they will.
Poor, poor Vayne.
Nico is in position. Wukong is there as well.
Nico has ult as well, so it should definitely be a dead Vayne, or at least both summoners burned.
I mean, there is always like Vayne's Condemn that can do things, but yeah, with Wukong also being there.
Oh, no, never mind. Vayne survived. No summoners
Vayne
burned.
survived.
No idea what happened.
But we got the tower.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess they just didn't want to risk it and...
How did Sinstinct die is the question to me. We will never know, I guess. Probably got hit by Morgana Q. Morgana also has her ultimate on cooldown. If both goes through, then it's tough. But yeah, that Vayne is so far behind. And it gets even further. Luden's Companion finished on Morgana. Neferi also has Profane Hydra finished. Next Drake will also come up soon, 1 minute from now.
Yeah, so 2 more frames.
2 more. Oh, I beg, please let the second game just work. Penny now 1,600 gold ahead on Vayne. Top lane Soap is 500 gold ahead. Neferi, however, is 1,600 gold ahead of Wukong. That's a big one. And Neferi, strong against Ashe. We do have to keep that in mind. Morgana on mid lane is even with Ari in gold. Yeah, and support or a little bit ahead on Sheko.
Yeah, I guess if Naveri with a black shield jumps on top of you, then not much you can do.
Yeah, then that's tough. That's a tough one, yeah.
Oh, okay, we just destroyed everyone and took the Drake. That's pretty cool. That's massive. Getting those 3 kills, putting behind the Neferi.
That's very massive, yeah. Wukong got his way back into the game as well. Did Wukong actually get the shutdown? I don't know, unfortunately. I tried something. I tried to jump around a little bit with the time control to see if that makes things work magically, but it doesn't. Yeah, yeah.
Sunny also going for the armored steel caps or the ninja tabis if you're old. Which I guess is quite a smart choice.
Yeah, Sheko going AD, Vayne AD, Neferi AD, Ambessa AD. Yeah, like those boots give big value in this game.
Just dodge the Morgana Q.
Yeah, just dodge it. Did you go ×8 for a little bit? Because I think we were a little bit unsynced. Like, you've seen getting the Drake destroyed like 5 seconds ahead of me or something.
Oh, yeah, I just
did that now as well, like, so.
Okay, yeah, I just did it again. Now my
And
game
we are
is like
both
mega
as
frozen.
live as possible. Oh, Ari killed Morgana.
Yeah, I
That's
just see
huge.
so many like spell effects in the bot lane. It's like a freaking party out there.
Oh, there might be something happening on mid lane, maybe
And I
not.
might try to force that tower. I mean,
But
the
it is a 3v3.
Vayne is pretty
But yeah,
low.
like Vayne is like, yeah, like you can't even.
I mean, listen,
like
I know
Vayne is-
Senny. Senny's gonna absolutely abuse his Vayne underneath the tower. There's no way this Vayne gets to like farm his way for free.
Yeah, like
Especially with a Nico
he
and your
will have
jungler.
to fight. The Vayne will have to fight for his life for every single CS. Like there will be no exceptions made.
No,
Oh, Vayne actually gets the kill on Ashe here.
No, that's actually pretty good for them.
That's pretty big for Vayne. Like she was behind so far. I mean, she still is 1,700 gold behind. Don't get me wrong. She's still very, very, very screwed. But it helped her a lot. And seeing that we even lost 2 members, that is very, very huge.
Wait, the Vayne is up 1 level on Sunny.
Yeah, she got solo XP a lot.
Yeah.
Bot lane. We might
Alright,
as well
Herald
use
fight.
Herald here.
Soap is going in, but he's very low end, kind of stuck in the front line, it seems like. Looks like Ranger is gonna go in, but doesn't have ult.
I think Herald will be lost here. Soap will be lost.
Okay, yeah.
And we
But
got
get a tower and a
Sunny.
Morgana, so I guess it's like an even trade. Like Herald for tower, kinda.
Only negative thing is that we lost the feat of strength now. That's a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, Vayne, like Ari now as well, getting good into the game. Wukong found his way completely back into the game. Still behind in gold though, like 1,400. That is a lot. But yeah, like Ashe is ahead. 2,000 gold on Vayne. She has already 2 items, while the Vayne still sits on 1. And the Vayne is now already buying a ruby crystal, which could lead to her going a tank item on her 2nd item, which would further delay her power spike by a long time.
No, it looks like this Vayne is dead again.
Yeah, this Vayne looks dead again, and yeah, she will have a harder time, and yeah, will not be pleasant for her this game.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Soap is just farming bot lane, pushing waves into the tower that are not being collected, so he's getting solid gold and XP as well. Yeah, that Vayne is mega dead.
And the next kill collected for Senny here. Senny actually went for Hurricane. Not an item he usually buys, I would say, but yeah. But yeah, they are looking to dive Ari on top lane. I don't think she will get out. No, she will not. We got Dragon on the other hand, though. We're trying to defend the top lane.
Looks like this Wukong has ult again. So maybe Vayne is in trouble again. Trying to see if we can get the tower on the bot side of the map as a trade.
Yeah,
it kind of is a split map, but I guess the Ashe is also kind of solo in mid lane right now. We can see Shaco on top. I mean, just a Shaco at the moment, so...
I think Vayne looks for a Trinity Force here. She's going for Phage. This looks to me like a Trinity Force item setup.
Is that even meta at the moment? I've not seen Trinity Force Fade in like a long time. It used to be like very meta.
I mean, you can play it, right? It is not bad, but it is a fucking expensive item. And seeing how less and less she gets, I would say, it's an expensive item as well. So it will take a really, really long time. On the other hand, Hurricane, relatively cheap, and Sunny on his way to his third item. So yeah, he will have 3.5 items done until she has her second item done.
Yeah, but also like I feel like the Vayne has to be the one killing the Cassante, and Trinity Force is not really the best item for that. Like, especially if you consider the cost.
Absolutely agree. Takan has now spawned on bot lane, and now the question is, how will we approach that? Neferi is on vision, Nico is on vision. Ari was on reset, Soap is doing things on top lane, ready to teleport. But yeah, that Vayne's still unable to really do much in the fights. Oh.
And also, let's not forget this Cassante can literally just build full armor and probably will never die.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
longer,
and with this Vayne being behind, that is very, very huge, right?
Yeah, the longer this game goes on, I feel like this Cassante is literally gonna become unkillable. Like,
yeah,
it is so difficult to deal with this Cassante.
Yeah, and also you see Morgana not going for the DPS build with oh, we see a kill happening onto Morgana right here. We are on Atakan. Yeah, but what I wanted to say about Morgana, she is not going for Liandris, which would be a really good item against this Cassandra. But yeah, like, he is going to be a very big threat later on. Ari dead as well, though. So it is even now, but Ambassador's top lane, Cassandra is Ambassador's top lane, Cassandra's bot lane. We have the numbers advantage, Vayne mid lane as well. And they got the Atakan, they actually aced. That's huge for Be Charitable here. And Vayne gets a triple kill.
Average Atakan for a moment. I mean, I guess even the big esports teams do it, so not too surprising it happens in Prime League as well. But yeah, that is a massive throw here for Pandaric. But it's not done and over, but it's obviously a way back into the game here. When there should have been no way back in for Be Charitable at all. Especially considering they get all these towers now as well, which is massively gonna fill the pockets here. They can
the
finally
Vayne
buy
is
up
now
these items.
sitting on 3,000 gold. Vayne had a 3,000 gold pocket. So she is absolutely back in game.
It's still a 1k gold lead for Senny, but yeah, considering what it used to be, and considering like the state of the game, that is definitely like a massive comeback here. And we can see this Vayne's probably gonna buy a lot of items here. And Senny is still looking for his third as well.
Vayne went for experimental hex plate. That's also an interesting one. On ulticast, item gives a total of 70% attack speed. That's huge.
Alright, let's see if Pandaric can recover from this though, because it is kind of like a big slap in the face for you. So you can spiral downward from that. You can throw the game here, but if they can collect themselves and make sure their macro is on point, they should be able to get back into this game. The question is if they can manage to do that. That is obviously the bigger task. Baron spawning in 2 minutes as well. Dragon here alive as well, and it's already a big fight around the dragon pit here.
Yeah. Both teams want that dragon. Pandaric obviously wants the soul point here. Getting this armor and magic resist on the other hand also is very, very nice, especially for Cassandra. That's another triple kill for Vayne and an ace for Be Charitable.
Yeah, I mean this is definitely one of the first of all time. The Vayne is it's still a 1k gold lead actually for Sunny. I don't know how, but yeah, I mean the Vayne is definitely back in action right now, and I mean I feel like when we looked at that, I guess that's frame. you can kind of see like the Be Charitable players are like kind of all around Pandaric. There's no safe space for them to go, which is kind of what we talked about in the champ select. Like they're trying to look to create this chaos and give no safe space here for the AD carry to play around, which is kind of what you want with a front to back team composition. But if you know suddenly the Shaco and the Fear are in the backline, it's pretty difficult to space correctly as an ADC, and you can easily get taken apart here.
Yeah.
Which is probably what happened, unfortunately. And now you have a 7-2 Vayne to deal with, who is getting close to the third item here as well. And kind of your hopes are resting. Yeah, your hopes are kind of resting on this Cassandra just being an unkillable demon and somehow being able to have a lot of output in the fights here. But keeping Senny alive in these team fights can be very difficult, especially with the Black Shield, right? That's probably a very big problem to deal with. Because whoever is jumping into the backline and gets the Black Shield, like, you can't Nico ult them, you can't Wukong ult them, you can't charm them to protect your AD carry. You just have to kill them as soon as you can, but if they kill you faster, then unlucky.
And this Neferi also is really a menace now. Like, he is so strong.
But we are on Baron right now. In a 4v5, as they are looking to push down the bot lane. They got the kill onto Instinct. But it looks like in return they've given up all control over the Baron here. We do collect the Baron in return for a kill onto Senny, as we do look to escape here. Let's see how many people can actually survive with the Baron here. But that's actually pretty massive here, because I feel like, you know, one way to really deal with your lack of sieging power and, you know, ability to finish the game is to get the Baron buff, right? Get those empowered minions and look to finish the game when you're still strong. But stealing that Baron is going to take that away from Be Charitable, and maybe buys a bit of time to stabilize and recover the game here for Pandaric here. So okay, Ranger does end up dying as well, so it is actually 3 kills in total for that Baron, and I think they got a tower as well, not 100% sure. So there's a lot of sacrifice to give for that one Baron, but it might still unironically be worth it.
Yeah, but this Swain is actually interesting now. Like, she was out of the game so hard, and now she sits here. She has very good items. She has the Triforce. She has the experimental Hexblade. Both items complementing each other very, very well. And she's now a monster in chasing down.
Okay, it looks like there's a 1-for-1 trade here in the end. But Ranger also on top of an isolated Morgana here. I guess the Shaco is nearby, but, you know, it is a support Shaco. Love to see what Ranger can do with it, but no one really nearby to help him out either, so... Alright.
Not much happening.
Dragon spawning in 2 minutes here. And I guess Senny might be in trouble here, as he's quite isolated here in the mid lane. Doesn't really have any support from any of his teammates at the moment, so he's actually kind of quite far up, especially considering the team comp you're playing against. I would not be surprised if Senny...
He might be dead here. If Vayne gets him on site, he should be dead, but he isn't. He survived that.
You can already see both teams looking to set up for the Dragon at the moment.
What does Pandaric need to do now?
I mean, they need good vision control, right? Because if you can actually like secure a safe space behind you, then you can more or so do this front to back. Whereas if you don't have vision and, you know, there's a Shaco in your jungle or an Invesa or whatever, then it becomes so difficult. And I feel like the team fights we have seen, it kind of, you know, they kind of got enclosed from all positions by members from Be Charitable. If they can actually get a team fight where they have like a good place to fall back to when you get engaged on, and you can re-engage afterwards, that would be perfect here. Because Senny just needs to survive that initial engage of kills, and if he can, then he can absolutely pop off here and play behind Soap. Because Soap is still very, very tanky. But obviously if your Ashe and your Ahri die quite quickly, you don't really have the damage anymore. And even Instinct has been having a rough game here, so most of the damage here is coming from Senny. So he really needs to survive the initial engage.
Yeah, the issue that I'm seeing is that this Vayne has now quite become untouchable, I would almost say. She is so tanky. It's really hard to do something against her at this time. And this Neferi also is a very huge issue. Like Neferi and Vayne, if we somehow manage, or if Pandaric somehow manages to get rid of both in one fight, yeah, then it's very, very playable. But if either one stays alive, that's a big, big threat that you have to worry about at all times, basically. Oh, Nico is the minion. I was just thinking, like, where is Nico? I couldn't find her. Oh, that's another double kill for
That
Neferi, and
might be
this
the end of the
looks
game.
like it could be the end of the game. Ranger and Senny on a big timer now. Soap, full life and alive. The all out available as well. But is that enough to defend this, is the question. Ari coming up in a few seconds, but this might be the end.
We will know in 5 seconds time. And Instinct is respawning here. I don't know if it's going to be enough. But yeah, with Sunny, he's respawning in 15 here. I don't know if they can hold on. It's going to be very difficult here. At least there's no Baron, so they can try to at least kill the waves, which is, it looks like what Soap is trying to do here. Trying to tank up some damage and take away the wave from the tower. We'll have to see if he can hold on though. And it
Well, they
seems like
found a
they did.
shutdown. They found a shutdown, but another double kill for Ambessa. But yeah, at least we got the shutdown finally from Neferi. Unfortunately, not on our carries, but also Nico will have her do with that buff of gold. She has her frozen heart now and some extra HP. But yeah, like that's also a kind of tanky build. You will, as a Nico, have less impact like this. But yeah. Baron now up for taking. Is Pandaric able to somehow get his hands on Baron again, or will be charitable the ones who are taking down this Baron this time?
Well, with a Shaco already on top of the Baron, it's going to be very difficult here, but at least Neferi is still far away at the moment, but so is the rest of Pandaric, so yeah, it looks like Vision is going to be there on the side of Be Charitable, and that's going to make it very difficult here for Pandaric to really do anything. And already we
Yeah.
can see Soap pathing towards the bot lane here, so it looks like they're not really interested in it. But at the
Yeah,
same
they have.
time, there's not really much we can take on the map ourselves, so yeah, not really a good position to be in for Pandaric. Guess they kind of have to hold on to the base now when they're going to have Baron pushed super minions walking into the top lane. And Be Charitable probably looking to take down more of those inhibitors.
Vayne now also on 4 eyes. And then we stole the Baron!
What is this game? Alright, we stole the Baron. It looks like we're back in it to win it again. A 1-for-1 trade here as well. So all things considered, I mean,
And
they're still on the chase though.
into...
They're still on the chase here. Sunny
And
is
they are
low
walking
HP.
maybe into a trap. How will that work out? We will see in a few seconds when this resolves.
Sunny did survive it. No one died here. As they're looking to take down at least something for that Baron steal, but it is a 4v4 and they don't really have the sieging power. Sunny already got his HP fully back because of the Baron buff. Get the fast recall in. So, I mean, Pandaric should be able to respond to this on time. And then hopefully use that Baron to their advantage. The Dragon is spawning soon as well, which is going to be very nice to have the Baron buff to deny the soul point. Which is going to be very important as well.
Yeah, we now have we have now lost 2 inhibitors. That will be kinda tough to defend while also having to go for that dragon, which will be very, very important now.
Okay, but like surely them taking that inhibitor, I mean, I would assume they kinda had to overstay and surely Panera kind of like has some sort of tempo advantage at the moment. I would imagine anyway. So maybe they can set up some vision and finally get a good team fight. We can already see Ranger in the bush right here on the red buff. Already has a lot of information here on the enemy team. So finally they can actually set up some vision around here. As they're looking to take down the Vayne, who's actually kind of out of position at the moment. Doesn't really have that much support. Soap is already in position. I don't know if the rest of the team can capitalize on it. But you can see
That
like...
will be very tough. Morgana is also pretty close.
But at the moment, like, be charitable, they're very spread out apart, okay? They have managed to regroup here without losing anyone. But at least it's more
Everyone
of a
is
front
grouped
to
together
back
now.
here.
This will be the final fight, I assume.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be it. We do have the Baron buff on our side here, but we're gonna have to fight for that soul point to take it away. And that soul point is gonna be so massive. Getting that onto Sunny, that mountain soul, could be really big. I mean, obviously we'd have to get another one, but denying it against the enemy team is also really important. And it's a quadra kill for the Vayne. And it's just... It's gonna be so frustrating to know...
This is the game.
Yeah, that is definitely the game. That's gonna be so frustrating to know that you put this Vayne like 50 feet down under the floor in your laning phase, and then you just messed up that one fight, and then suddenly she just goes 13-2 and absolutely demolishes your whole team and you lose.
Yeah.
And sometimes League is like that. You make one small mistake, even though you do 99% of the game pretty much perfectly, and takes one mistake to turn it all around. And you end up losing the game here, which is kind of the story for Panera. They couldn't find a way to win these fights. They were able to successfully kind of stomp the game in the laning phase, but they couldn't really convert it in the mid game really. And they're gonna have to find a way to do that in game number 2 here.
Yeah, I'm sure they will find a way. And yeah, Genix jinxed it. This will be hopefully now a 1v1 day, 1-to-1 day. Yeah, this Vayne has found her way so heavily that's so unexpected. I would have never imagined that Vayne to come back into the game.
Yeah, same. Especially considering the team comms, I was very confident Panera was gonna win it, but yeah, they just couldn't find their way in the fights, I guess. We didn't get to see the fights, but
I really didn't like the Nico though. Like really, I don't see why it has been picked. Sure, they had some ideas behind it, sure, but I personally can't see the idea behind it.
I mean, I can kind of see it, right? Because the enemy team kind of wants to engage on you. So if you just let them engage and then you just press R, basically, kind of receive them. But I guess you were never really able to get like multi-man knockups because they're so spread apart, and then there's the black shield as well.
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of the downside of it. It's a bit of a struggle, and especially when you fall behind, you don't have that much impact, not that much damage.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't really become that effective. But I can kind of see the idea behind it. But yeah, it just didn't end up working out. But yeah, let's quickly go to a BRB screen and hope that game 2 we can actually spectate it. Riot, please. But yeah, I'll see you guys in game number 2 in a little bit. And welcome back for game number 2. And this time we are on the blue side here, and we're getting a Senny Varus here. I mean, he's really good on that champion, so. But to be fair, he's also really good on that. So didn't really work out last game, but maybe this game, hopefully, it goes a little bit better. Let's see what the team compositions will be like. The Ambassador this time is banned away, so that is no longer possible, but they can still go for the Shaco, the Morganas. Let's see what they go for. It's going to be Jhin, so already a very different angle compared to last game.
Yeah, very different indeed. And yeah, what else will you expect now from Pandaric? Now we see the Jhin. The question is, will they already go for the support? No, they go for the Hui. Okay. Yeah, that's also a very good combination with the Jhin, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of range here on both those champions. They're kind of countering, or well, not necessarily countering, but a lot of range engage here, so that can be scary for Soap as well. Especially if you put some heavy engage champions here on the front line in the jungle. They can kind of replicate the idea of them just like engaging on Soap and making his, sorry, on Senny, and making his life difficult as an AD carry, because he's picking the Varus again, which is another immobile AD carry, right? So they can kind of replicate that. This time around though, you know, Instinct, he can actually use the charm on the Ahri. He doesn't have to deal with the freaking black shield every time, so that should at least help a little bit.
Yeah, and this time the enemy has also picked an immobile champion, Jhin.
Yep, and instantly the Vi is locked in here. Like the easiest lockdown there is you just press R and you hope the enemy carry is dead. Especially a very good pairing with the Ahri, right? You have the charm that you can basically not miss because, you know, the enemy champion cannot move. So if you don't have cleanse, if you don't have flash to get out of there, you're pretty much dead here. And the chain of corruption is also very easy. Long range engage that can be followed up with either the Vi ult or, you know, can be followed up with a charm. So, oh, well, there's the Morgana again. So, I'm sorry, Instinct, I kinda jinxed you. My bad. So yeah. We'll have to deal with that one again. And yeah, I mean, considering we're kind of just looking to layer CC and lock down someone, a Morgana is kind of a slap in the face in that sense. Especially because it's very much a single target, right? So whoever is being engaged on, you just press E as Morgana and then, you know, problems resolved. So that can be very difficult here for Pandaric.
Yeah, but on the other hand, Varus, AP on it, we also have Ahri, which can melt away the black shield, hopefully. And yeah. I think I would have more loved to see Jarvan here, because he kind of does the same that Vi does. Not like as single target as Vi does, obviously, but there is a physical wall around you after, right? So that's kind of hard to black shield.
Yeah, that is true. Does have less counters, yeah, for sure. I mean, let's see what Pandaric maybe want to change in their team comp this time around. Because last time we obviously had the Nico, which you weren't that much of a fan of, and we had the Cassante, which I think is pretty fine, right? But we'll have to see if they want to change up those two picks. Because I mean, the rest is pretty much similar, right?
I think Cassante was actually a good pick last game. The
yeah,
thing is just like, sure, if you have a Vayne in the enemy team and the Vayne gets her stuff in the end, then it's hard. But if that Vayne stays behind, yeah, of course, like Cassante is an unkillable demon, as you pointed out as well. But yeah, like that just didn't happen or didn't want to happen, and yeah, then it's tough.
Like, Jhin is not that good at killing tanks, especially compared to a Vayne, right?
Absolutely.
But then again, you do have the Morgana way. We're both probably gonna go HP shredding items like the Leandri's Blackfire Torch maybe. So yeah, that is definitely still an issue to deal with, and the Jarvan gets locked in on the enemy team here instead. Yeah, we also have that immobile Varus just sitting there. It was going to be a very juicy target here for Be Charitable.
Yeah, and Jarvan paired together with Hui, Jhin, and Morgana, I actually like it.
I mean, he doesn't have the biggest survivability, being on his own, so maybe he can get a nice pairing somewhere. I mean, an Ornn would have been nice, but we yoinked that one away from them. So I mean, the engagement on our team is like really good. But I said the same thing last time around. But the thing is, be charitable. I don't think they have as much ability to create chaos this time around. And Sandy, I mean, he just needs to find a safe space somehow. And I think it's easier to do against this team composition than the last one because the Naviri just has a lot of range that can just jump on top of you. You have Shaco going invisible, right? It's very difficult. As Ambassador ult as well. Those tools are now all taken away, so that should maybe, hopefully, make it a bit easier for Sandy. But then again, that's just relatively speaking. He still has to deal with a Jarvan try to jump on his face, and then you have to flash or you're basically dead, right? So yeah.
Bart is inside as well. He will make a gate through that wall.
Yeah.
That's the strategy here. I'm calling it.
5 head. Alright, there we go. The Jax will be locked in here to deal with the Ornn. We'll have to see. I mean, Soap, honestly, like, Ornn is like one of those champions where you're like, you kind of lock it in because you want to play for the team and you're like a good tank with engage, right? And you can play weak sides. And I always say this about Soap, but then somehow he just finds a solo kill on Ornn anyway, even though the enemy team gets the counter pick, right? Like, Be Charitable gets to pick the Jax because they want to face it into the Ornn and they want to snowball and, you know, be this like split push menace and whatever, you know. But somehow Soap always just manages to just absolutely smack them in the face and be like, yep, me Ornn, me kill, good luck, have fun or something, you know.
Yeah,
so,
he makes Ornn look like a fighter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, again, I think we have this is probably like more standard League of Legends team compositions, especially compared to last game, right?
Absolutely. I also think it kind of would have not worked again, at least not as well, because now you've seen the cheesy stuff, I would just assume, and it would be harder to perform it again against the same team.
Yeah, that makes sense. But then again, the Black Shield will still be a problem here because like our team is so good at locking down people, but we can't really do that anymore because of the Morgana. So we don't really have that in our back pocket anymore, which is kind of like when you're locking in a Vi and an Ahri in your team, you're kind of spending a lot of your, I guess, draft budget into like single target lockdown, and this Morgana just says no, not allowed.
Yeah.
So that is kind of unfortunate, right? It doesn't mean the game is not possible, right? We still have Sunny dealing a lot of damage, and Ahri and Vi are still good regardless of the Black Shield. But obviously, a lot of their power is reduced because of the Morgana. But then again, I feel like this time the laning phase should be a lot more interesting here because obviously the bot lane shouldn't be as much of a struggle this time. I mean, Varus does have more DPS and range, but obviously Jhin hits back quite hard as well and should be a bit more comfortable in the lane, especially compared to a Vayne with no range and a Shaco support who kind of wants to go in, but you have a Vayne AD carry who doesn't want to go in because she's getting bullied all the time, right? So that bot lane should be a bit more fair this time around. And then we'll probably see the double burn items coming through for the Wei and the Morgana as well, which is going to be a bit difficult for Soap here, playing the Ornn in the top lane. Has to take that into consideration. But overall, I mean,
I just hope one thing first, that we get to actually see the game this time.
yeah, yeah. Let's hope we actually get to stream and cast a game of League of Legends.
Yeah,
That would be pretty exciting.
that will be freaking awesome, not gonna lie.
Actually, don't forget the Ornn can also break the Jarvan ult wall.
Yeah,
So I guess we have that going as well. Yeah, should be heading into the game any second there, and then we hope that it actually works this time around. And also, Bard is also like one of those champions where it's like very hit or miss depending on who plays it. Like you can get so much value out of that champion if you're very proficient with it, but you know, my average Bard in solo queue will just int and be useless. So I'm gonna have to see how Turtle's gonna manage to play the Bard. But you know, if you're comfortable locking it in, you're probably pretty proficient at the champion.
I would assume so as well.
I would hope so.
We are in the loading screen and
Minions have spawned.
okay, I think
we
it's
got a
working.
game.
I think it's working.
We got a game.
We got a game on our hands, folks. We got a game. Fast forward to get to live, and we can now see a probable game. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this one will now play out.
I don't know if it's just me, but my minimap is still glitched. Like it has no HUD around it, but
oh yeah, that's somehow that's a new thing in Spectator. I don't know what it is, why it is that way.
oh, this is interesting. Oh, Ranger gets the rep buff. That's massive. He gets level 2 now. Wolfgang in a lot of trouble here. The Vault Breaker's coming through here. Low HP has to flash away. Won't go, but the first blood still comes through. And this time around, the tables are turned. The first blood goes to the side of Pandaric here early on in the jungle exchange. And this time it's actually the Morgana jungle as well.
Yeah, and that hurts. That hurts.
Nice stun there for Turtle, but the engage is coming through. It's a Jarvan here as support. This is actually interesting. Let's put it that way. I need to resort the champions here. I think I'm good now. Yeah, already a lot of aggression here in the bot lane, which is pretty logical here with the Jarvan. I guess Pandaric probably was not ready to see a Morgana jungle and Jarvan support. But hey, it is what it is. It is what we're playing with. Oh, the EQ, the flag and drag misses here from Michael. But still Turtle in a little bit of trouble. The Ignite coming through here, but Sandy now left untouched here. Is ready to get the DPS out here. Doesn't want to continue the chase with the bushes and the minions being up. And overall, still a very favorable trade here. But the jungler is coming in here, and now the real danger is coming through. The flag on drag is going to slow him down. Flash popped as well. A little bit of damage here, but mostly a lot of space created here for Sunny. So now you can actually push out this minion wave here in peace. Wolfgang has also path towards the bot side of the map here. As George kinda doesn't want to recall yet. And now it's roles reversed here. As Ranger has already made his way down to the mid lane, is looking for another kill here. Was looking to protect the flash here, but out underneath the tower. That will be a return kill. At least a 1-for-1 here, but regardless, Instincts should be able to just push out that wave and deny that little bit of gold and XP. But Wolfgang still hasn't had enough on the bot lane. Black Shield will be popped here. Dark Binding will lead onto the Bard here, but Sunny now caught between a rock and a hard place here as the Jarvan takes him down. Bonked on the face and sent back to Fountain here. Had to pop the barrier as well. And this game is just pure action. Like, I can just go play by play guess for the entire game. As Payment is now in trouble, looking to get out of dodge here. Soap is going for the chase. Well. But here comes the charm from downtown. And there we go. That is the feat of warfare completed in 4 minutes. Because why not?
Yeah, this game seems to be a little bit more on fire this time around. So last game we had our advantages this and that, here and there, but this time it's actually
the action continues here. Bruce maybe in trouble, let's get the speed up. as the water flows beneath his feet, and he gets out of trouble there. So gets away nicely for his troubles.
Yeah. Bard missing a stun there kind of saved him, I would say. Like, if that Bard hits his stun or slow, then it can get quite ugly, but like this, there's no danger. Yeah, Draven support. Should we talk about that one a little bit more? What benefits does it give you?
I don't know. I mean, it's good burst damage. Like, the thing is, like, he's so reliant on his one flag and rack, and that's it. He does good damage and nice CC, but the problem is, like, what you see right here is, like, you go in, and once you're in, you can't really get out that fast. And Sandy can really get the DPS down.
Absolutely.
And in these early levels, he doesn't have as much damage, so it's not too bad. But once he gets, like, his first item and stuff, like, it's gonna start to hurt a lot. And the price you pay is quite hefty here, as Wolfgang has to pay the price of his flash to keep his life.
Yeah, and it gets quite pricey. Charm unfortunately missing, but is it enough? Hui is out of mana.
No flash available. Oh, the fear coming through the minions here. Oh no!
Actually secure the kill here for Hui, which was extremely wild. Vi has flash ready again though. This might be the kill onto Hui.
There we go. Okay. I mean, very generous of Sinstinct to give the kill to his jungler. There we go, engage coming through here.
Be careful.
Flag and drag is scary for Sandy, but X also coming through, and there's that DPS coming through. You can't get out anymore. Sandy is now looking to go on a rampage. A double kill in the back pocket of the AD carry here, as he's looking to continue that dominance. And let's see, like, this time it's not in CS, this time it's just pure action down in the bot lane. But once again, we have seen this late last game. Different team compositions this time around, but let's see if they can actually snowball it. If they can convert this into the mid game and find the team fights that they were really looking for. But already on the dragon is a good sign here for Pandaric.
Yeah, securing an early dragon is very, very nice. Always a good thing. You have multiple options with that. Buying your team time when it comes to later fights, or just securing a faster soul for yourself. So a lot of benefits you can get from the first Drake.
Nice little invade coming through here for Wolfgang, but
Good side steps here from the Jhin.
Doesn't have time to secure the Grump, but now in danger as Ranger. The Ranger danger is on the way here, and I don't think the Jarvan is gonna do much here, and is maybe in trouble himself as he gets knocked up against the wall. And just like that, 4 Pandaric members picked himself up 2 kills and the Grubs on top of that.
It just so seems Pandaric always needs 2 warm-up games, I would say at this time, because whenever they have played 2 games, they are like really good in it. But yeah, today they only managed 1 game before the match. So I think we might need to make that a thing to always play 2 games in front of the matches. But to stop messing around, obviously the first game was very, very well executed here by BeeC.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, respect to be able to pull off something like that, and all the picks here, like the Shaco support, now the Jarvan support, like, it's pretty crazy, and being able to pull it off in a level like this, so shout out to them.
Yeah, but the Jarvan here, like, what he provides with his E, though, is attack speed, and a lot of it, actually. The thing is, you have Jhin at your side. That translates to AD, yes, but you kinda would want to have a champion next to you that could capitalize a little bit more from that attack speed, right?
Yeah, for sure. And like, as a support, you're just going to be so squishy, and we can kind of see that coming through.
There could be something happening on bot lane. We don't know the Morgana is there. Could be dangerous. Morgana Q now coming in and missing. And this is absolutely what I was talking about. It is a hit or miss, and this time around it was unfortunately a miss for BeeC.
Alright, it is just a handshake on top side of both top laners run out of health and mana, but the re-engage is coming through, the curtain calls are here, and Turtle now in danger here as the bullet is being hauled here. The trigger ready to be pulled there, and it's gonna take down Senny from a distance here, but it will be on the trade of the Morgana, but now the re-engage is coming through as Wei has made its way down to the bot lane here, but the ultimate here for the Ahri just gets out of dodge, and it will be a 1-for-1 trade. The flash coming through, but the charm misses! Oh, so close onto the Jhin. That could have been the extra kill in the pocket. And in the meantime, the top laners just just having fun.
Yeah. That was quite unfortunate, but I also think that Senny didn't expect that sort of damage from Jhin right there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Because he still has his barrier up. He could have survived it if he pops a barrier, if he flashes the ult, but he never expected that sort of damage.
Oh, there goes the Wei ultimate and lockdown with a cease and assist here. 3 against 2. It's a bit unfair as the charm hits onto the Jarvan and the double pull through on the Ahri Orb here as they secure both kills in the mid lane. Nicely executed here. And Sinsect is getting some revenge in the mid lane. Redemption. Yeah, I mean, had a bit of a tough game in the first one, but now being 1-1 and 6 is doing pretty decently in the mid lane here, getting assists all around the map. And all of Pandaric look to be a bit more locked in so far, and it's not just, you know, the CS leads coming through, but it's also Pandaric just being active around the map and finding picks together.
Absolutely. Yeah, what will we see happen next? I think 30 seconds until the next dragon. Senny is close to his first item, very close, in fact. Hui is able to pull some damage off here. On Sinstinct, Sinstinct is eating another. He needs to fall back a little bit. Needs to probably go for a recall now. That hurts a little bit. This dragon is coming up now, but yeah. Also, bot lane is far, far ahead. I mean, not that far actually. Jhin has his first item, Senny is still building on it. But yeah, we have the Bard with a redemption ready already, and that also is quite the beautiful item.
Yeah, luckily BeeC were not really in a position to go for the dragon on that recall timer. So, no troubles here, just a few lost minions here for Sinstinct as Bruce getting those kill shots off in the mid lane, getting himself a bit of a CS lead down there. But the dragon will be secured by us, so all is good and well.
Also means we will get now the feats of strength, if I'm correct. Yes, we do.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. And
I'm
also,
always a big fan of the feats of strength.
Look at that CS lead in the jungle, by the way. Ooh la la.
Yeah, Vi definitely much faster than Morgana here. Also, Morgana is not being helped by the fact that she is down 0-3 and Vi is 4-1. And now the
nice
charm actually comes through.
Beautiful. And just like that, it is the pick composition that we're really bought into here. The Black Shield not enough this time as the charm comes through, and so misses the ultimate.
Yeah, he needed to step out a bit because otherwise Jax would have stunned him, and yeah. Well played by the Jax there, but yeah. Soap is showing us Ornn top lane is not weak at all. Spell shield is out, but there is no one else to back up. And so cannot capitalize on anything more. First tower now has been taken by Sinstinct on the mid lane. Quite unusual. Usually you would see side lanes being taken first.
Yeah, I mean, I guess bot lane was too busy fighting each other 24/7, so...
Yeah, that could be a thing.
And top lane is just a wet noodle fight. So, yeah.
Top lane, there is not much expected to be happen there. I mean, there are now 4 members of BeeC, but yeah, they kinda smell it coming, as it seems. J4 on his recall will be interrupted by Ahri getting vision onto him.
Yeah, and the bot lane is just left empty right now, so Senny kind of free farming here. Jax should be able to reply to those minions though, but that is once again some lost XP and gold here in the bot lane. And the bard gets to roam freely through your jungle, putting down some vision. That's always nice to have for the side of Pandaric. The Rift Herald also spawned on the map right now, so that's why we kind of see this big focus on the top side of the map now compared to earlier on.
Yeah.
But you know, Pandaric's still putting
Senny...
some priority on getting Senny some farm in the bot lane. But he is now left alone.
Senny has to be careful now. Jax is strong against him.
I'm looking for the dive here. Morgana ult is coming through here, but can it be completed? Knock up into the Vi here. Redemption coming through. Will it be on time? Yes, it will be. The Ignite is coming through, but so much damage onto the Jarvan, who is so squishy. The Morgana looking to get a Redemption kill here onto the Bard. Stun will be there. Dark Binding missing just narrowly. But it will still be 2 kills in favor here, actually, for Be Charitable. We didn't really get to see the full picture of the fight here.
In favor for Be Charitable, indeed, but I think we got quite a bit of their health bars, which makes it okay-ish since they can't convert this into a Herald. Yeah, and now finally Senny is joining the map. He is going down to the mid lane, and that would have made things a lot easier in the last fight as well if that would have already happened.
Yeah, I guess I didn't expect it to be an extended fight. They were hoping for a quick pick, but not the way they intended it to be.
Careful. Jarvan popped his flash, no flash for 5 minutes, or yeah, he has the boots. But yeah, roughly 4 minutes.
Dragon in 40 seconds here. Teleport available for Soap, so that's always nice, but the same can be said for payment, so both top laners just ready to teleport for that Dragon team fight if it will happen. But for now, the teams are just looking to set up some vision here. You can see a lot of red wards here in the river, and range actually going upward here, so it won't be able to clear all of those. So still plenty of information here for Be Charitable here. That's a massive chunk here, actually. Okay, Sinstinct will survive that one.
Sinstinct will survive, but has to head back first now, before the dragon fight.
Yeah, no teleport, and Be Charitable know that. They pick off the Vi here, that is the jungler as well, and that should be a dragon ready for the taking. But the Ahri going back to base as well. And yeah, that's just a bit disjointed here on the side of Pandaric.
Well, we will take the Herald in return, as it seems, which would further open up the gates. And this should also help us a lot if we can open the map a little bit further, since we have a team that kinda wants to go deep with Vi and Ahri, and if there are towers, those kinda restrict that strategy.
Now the question is, where do they want to use it? Okay, the Charm Gun, white here for Instinct. Still wants to go for the chase down. Still now ready for the Jax. Still stack available here on the ultimate. Will use the dash forward. Can't connect the charms though, unfortunately. But still a chase down here as the Bard returns to the fight here. And the Jax gonna re-engage. As Instinct dropping low. The charm finally hitting here. The return of not quite hitting. And a flash auto attack bonks on the head. The Fox goes down. But it should be a trade kill regardless. Eventually. we get there.
This Jax dodging everything has done very well in that fight.
That
could have easily
be...
died, but he stayed strong and actually got his kill.
Okay, but look at the rest of Be Charitable. They're all grouped around this mid lane tower, which they really want to secure. That does mean there will be a trade here on the bottom side of the map. But Senny now out of position, looking to contest that. That looked very weird from this point of view. Not sure what the plan was. Especially considering the Ahri was dead and Ranger was at the bot lane trying to trade those towers. So yeah, Sandy gets absolutely obliterated.
That looked like Sunny was looking onto other parts of the map for a second and did not expect the enemies to be there at all. Oh, Jax is teleporting towards top lane. This could be translated into Atakan eventually. Ornn is now going top.
Okay, we'll be able to save that tower. Which...
Yeah, and now we have teleport advantage.
It is going to be a proxy farm here on the Jax side. Looking to play a bit more forward after using that teleport. But yeah, the Atakan is available. We do have the teleport advantage, but Jax instantly clearing that wave, realizing that, is already moving down to the mid lane. So this window is kind of closing.
Yeah, that window has already been closed, I think, unless Jax shows again on top lane.
And now it's up to Pandaric to see if they want to use this teleport advantage for anything. There's still the Herald on the pocket of Soap as well, which...
We see a ping coming through.
I mean, the thing is...
can be started is the question.
As long as Soap is in vision of this Jax, then he can't obviously just teleport out. And
but now
Sunny
he could.
In trouble here.
Sunny is in trouble. Sunny will die.
Oh. Magical Journey will be taken here by the Jarvan, but does take some damage. Don't want that to follow up though. The Jhin now also in trouble as both AD carriers just got sniped away by either team here. Morgana ult now popped here as the Bard is in trouble. Can't flash away from the stun. The shutdown is coming through. But the rest of Pandaric has arrived here as Wolfgang is looking to escape a trouble here. But unfortunately, I don't think you can escape this here. 3 members actually a flash away here. Gets a kill snipe onto his instinct here. Those finally get taken down here. But after all this chaos, it is still a 2 versus 2 here. 3 kills either side. And the Atakan looking to be the target here for Pandaric. And on the other side is going to be the tower. So that's going to be guaranteed gold here. Sunny will have to reply. But can they take down this Atakan on time? It looks like it. I mean, Jhin is alive right now.
There are no teleports available. Only
they should be
way
fine.
in 6 seconds. But yeah, this should be a safe Atakan.
Jhin snipe? Sure not, right? Okay, yeah.
I would have cried.
Alright, the Atakan does get secured here. So it's tower for Atakan and 3 kills either way. And yeah, Sunny just having a rough time here with the Jarvan just getting caught off guard so many times. And I mean, with 2 long-range mages as well and a Jhin, it's so difficult. Because if you get hit by just any tick, even if it's just Ludens, you can instantly get snared by the Jhin as well. And it's so easy to get called out being the AD carrier, especially Sandy, who is really an AD carrier that likes to play live on the edge, likes to play very forward, so his playstyle coming back to bite him a little bit here, as he is struggling a bit this game.
Herald has been spawned now, Dragon coming up soon. Oh, Ranger looking for something, Jax going in.
The Ornhorn is coming through here. The knock up into the wave was completely out of position here. Will be taken down here. And 2 members of Be Charitable in the backline looking to take down Sunny, and they will succeed in it. But what will be the cost? That is the question here. But Sinsing drops as well as they're still kicking him alive. Just 2 members, but they're 2 members strong, stronger than Pandaric, and they fight their way out of trouble here. This Jax is such a massive problem actually. It's getting so much done here in the backline. They're looking to continue the chase here, but with no AD carry, no mid lane, this is a dangerous adventure that you're going through. Yeah, the Jax is low. I mean, Soap is very tanky, but especially Turtle has to be careful.
Somehow clinging to her life.
The dragon spawning now. Ranger also just 1 HP. Would be a very risky steal to attempt. Has to get out of dodge here. They're still kind of hanging on, but they're also just like not doing anything. Like, just recall. Alright, the Bard will find a recall here. Ranger is still gonna clear his jungle real quick. And the Baron spawning in 20 seconds as well here. And his Vi is actually 10 and 3 at the moment. It's just speed clearing through this jungle here. Making sure the tempo stays high.
Has her GA popped last fight though?
Oh, this could be interesting.
This will be a catch onto Hui. The Bard Gate coming through, and Baron is also available now, and that Hui kill could now be translated into a possible Baron. Jarvan a little bit far, but he can manage with the flag and drag.
And Ranger is actually already back to full HP. They didn't even need the recall. Now the question is, what is Pandora gonna do with this pick that they got? They have Soap down in bot lane, almost has teleport back up. Is gonna push in that minion wave. The Jax is gonna be looking to respond to that. But it looks like Pandora is not really interested in the Baron at all. They just want to secure this top lane tower here. So they're taking the safest route here, as they just slowly increase the money in their pockets and pushing their advantage.
Jax has now been found on the bot lane. Yeah, Morgana has found back into the game quite well, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, playing a champion like Morgana in the jungle and then spending all that time on your red buff and then just getting it taken away and then you die is just so rough in the early game. So yeah, definitely a good recovery into this game. And we already can know how tough that Black Shield can be, but Engage here onto Ranger here was called out. Will be fine, Redemption will be used. But so will the Ignite here by Michael.
Ignite has been popped.
Oh, the Chain of Corruption is coming through, and yeah, that should be a dead Jarvan. You're just so squishy here, and now the flank is coming through from the army. Black Shield coming through, but you can't Black Shield everything away. The CC will eventually land, but there's just no follow-up, and now suddenly this Ahri is out of position. The Fire as well, the flash in front of the Q actually will take away the waste life, but so will the trade come through onto Ranger here. Now George in the backline still firing away, but can't save his comrade Payman, who is still tanking the front line here. Gets out of dodge here from the Warthog. Can Soap finally chase down this Jax here. The Q is hitting, and there we go. We'll take down that kill. And what a chaotic team fight here. It will be 4 kills secured here by Pandaric, as they set their eyes here on the Baron Nashor.
Yeah, Baron Nashor up for the taking, although you don't have Smite. You need to keep that in mind. But yeah, they should have the sufficient strength to get it.
This can be scary. They spotted it out.
TP now coming out from Ahri.
Oh, the flank is here.
Coming in.
They can turn this around. They can turn on the Jhin here. The Jarvan is not gonna stop the Ahri here, and the Jhin is completely out of position, taken down here, and another 2 kills picked up by Pandaric as they continue their path on to the Baron here. And Ranger will be coming with the smite soon. The charm hitting on the Hui as well, who's now running for his life, but with all the slows and the CCs, I don't think you're going nowhere, buddy. You're going down to the fountain. And eventually Pandaric can maybe start this Baron, or they can just keep taking kills for the rest of their lives. I think either option they will be fine with. Ranger actually going forward here. Taking another kill.
I think now it is the time. Now it's time to take the Baron. After a long, long fight, and Pandaric has come up huge from all this fighting. They have found so much gold now. Trump doesn't want to die just yet.
Yeah, Ranger is sitting on 2k gold at the moment.
Yeah.
14 and 4 on this fight, by the way. Absolutely smashing it here in this game.
Yeah. This Vi is very, very huge. But also Varus, no? He has now 3.5 items. That means he's now going for his tank item. And if he gets that item done, he will be an absolute monster to kill. He will be so hard to deal with. Flashes up again as well for Varus. And yeah, that Varus now, also for Jax, might become a little bit harder to kill. It's basically now the same that what we've seen with Vayne last time around, that this Varus is just becoming tanky and still doing a lot of damage. Dragon up for taking. This could be the sold point for Pandaric, and it looks like to be mostly uncontested, or will they?
Oh, the double lockdown from the Bard here. The re-engage is coming through, and it's knock up festival here as the bouncy house is up for Pandaric as they celebrate their victory here. And that
That
should
was
be
a beautiful Bard ultimate.
that should be the game here. Baron is still up here. They can siege the base here with 4 members strong, actually 5 members strong. And that should be
This
the
should
end
be
of
the
the
game.
game. And we're back to our usual menu of 1-1 matches. Sujin is trying his best from a distance, but I don't think those bullets are doing nothing today, buddy. And the Nexus is the last remaining building standing here on the side of Be Charitable. And it will be taken alongside George. And it will be a classic
is
1-1.
1-1. Oh
1-1.
my god. We're back on it. We're back on track for 1-1s.
Back on track.
Back on track.
Yeah,
Do
I mean,
we have anyone who maybe wants to join for a small interview for a few minutes? Last time we had Instinct. Is someone else willing to talk with us is the question. Maybe I should just hop into their voice chat for a second and inform you.
yeah, see who you can get.
Yeah. I'll take my leave very quick. I will ask them. Be right back.
I mean, what a nice comeback by Pandaric, honestly. Especially, I mean, the thing is, we didn't really get to see game 1 like really unfold. We just got to see little snippets, you know, every now and then. But yeah, you know, I think Pandaric, they did very well to come back into it, and the Morgana no longer working against Pandaric. I guess they kind of expected the Ahri coming through, and they were ready to pull out the Morgana no matter what, because you know even the Shaco and the Jarvan supports were coming through to make room for this Morgana mid lane. Actually, the second game was jungle, obviously. Little less successful, but obviously that invade level 1 really kind of put that Morgana down into the ground, making it very difficult. But yes, Instinct having a very good game the second time around on that Ahri. That's always very nice. And then, I mean, Senya kind of struggled a little bit, but that Varus definitely came online towards the end of that game. Soap is just doing soap things.
I am back, and Turtle will join us. We just need to head over to our Discord server really quickly.
Oh yeah, sure.
Into the stream section, and yeah, then I will drag him there.
Cool. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Turtle.
Yo. Here I am.
Yeah, I mean, how was the change up like between game number 1 and game number 2? Because obviously, I mean, we didn't really get to see game number 1 unfold mostly because Riot Games is a small indie company.
You got Riot Gamed. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess maybe it's actually like perfectly. We didn't get to see anything of game 1, right?
Honestly, maybe this is for the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what was it like between game 1 and game 2? Like, what was like the switch up that? Because like game 2 was very clean, honestly.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty happy with game 2. It felt like it clicked a lot more. Our champions, we have been running a little bit low on practice as of late. So after the first game, we locked in a little bit, I'll have to say. But also, I think we had a big change up in draft. We spoke a little bit about it. They also had a Demon Ambessa that we decided after seeing to remove, and did a few draft switch ups to enable an easier game, I'll say.
Nice, very nice. I mean, you know, for me, this was my first game casting you. So, what is like your favorite champion? If you had to pick
My favorite champion.
Yeah.
I think it comes down to Thresh or Rakan, but currently I'm stuck on Rel, so what can do?
You're stuck on Rel. Unlucky.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And how has it been like playing alongside Seni, who has been like part of this Pandaric roster for, I don't know, since the beginning, basically, as far as I know.
It's been intriguing. It's been fun. I think the team overall is super fun and really wants to improve and play the game as stated. Maybe a little bit few in practice amount, but yeah, I've been very happy with the team. I've been very happy with Senny as well. Obviously, that was the question. I think he's very talented and he has a wide champion pool. So yeah, very happy.
All right, what can we look forward to for the next game? Are we going back to the 2-0s?
I hope so. I really hope so. Get a few more practices in and return to the 2-0 tempo, so to say.
Yeah, actually,
That-
iCamper was saying earlier. It turns out that you guys need two games of warm up to be locked in.
Yeah, it does seem that way. Yeah, last time we had 2 games before playing Prime League, so maybe that's the key to unlocking only 2 zeros. That's a good analysis.
I mean, in the practices, it is kind of the same, right? Like if you guys go into scrims, BO3s, like the first 2 games always feel like a bit rough, and the third game then just is a flow.
Yeah, that's where it clicks. Yeah.
All right, I mean, perfect. I guess it's gonna be a 2-game warm up from that one.
It does seem that way. Yeah.
Any final things you want to say, or maybe Camper has another question?
I mean, I don't really have a question as of right now. I have different things on my mind right now. But yeah, like unfortunately, we didn't get to see game 1, even though it was kind of rough for you guys.
Hey, maybe that's for the better, as stated.
Yeah. But game 2 was absolutely nice to watch, and I need to say one thing towards Sinstinct in this regard. Like, he didn't want to come here because he felt like he played like trash and whatever. I think he needs to practice Ari Charm. I just need to throw that out.
Oh no! He'll be molding now. It's over. All right. Well,
I always love to nag a little bit. When it's funny.
maybe that 2-0 dream is now ruined. Maybe we'll be 1-1 for the rest of the split. Happens.
Sinstinct, I love you. I just needed to say that. I needed to. Even though I didn't see game 1, so I cannot say anything about game 1 basically. But game 2, you were trying so much, but it just didn't want to hit. It looked hilarious.
But I have to say,
I'm sorry.
I have to say, like, even though some charms may have been missed, I respect it when people like don't change up like how they play when they like miss some stuff or those type of things, and they just keep trying, still have the same confidence even though you miss like 3 charms in a row. So respect to that.
Absolutely, and that's a big plus point. Big plus point.
Especially after the loss in the first game, playing the same champion. I do have to commend that. Blocking the same one again and trying it, I respect that a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, there are days when it just won't work. The next day, it might just be miracle hits only.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's been it from my side anyways. Turtle, do you have any final words?
No, very, very happy to play as always, and thank you for a half cast, and hope to see the cast continue in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the games to cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I mean, thank you for joining and doing this interview, and thank you for the people watching for watching, especially if you watched the first game. And without further ado, I would say have a very, very great evening, and until the next one.
Likewise. All right. I'll see you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.